Welcome to the Gentleman Cave, where we don't create men, we create gentlemen. For today's topic, we're gonna talk about workouts in general.
Exercise.
Exercise. The ability to move around, sweating and doing stuff.
Handling. You want to put it that better?
Handling.
You're gonna put it
Handling.
handling.
Okay, so you've been going to the gym for what? 8 years? 10 years?
Since high school.
Yeah.
High school.
I was gonna say like more or less since we became friends,
Sophomore.
you
yes.
start going to the gym.
That's correct.
So about 8 years. Okay. So we've been doing this for 8 years.
Yes.
Damn.
It's a long time.
Okay, so you're gonna be taking the lead on this one, and I'm gonna start asking the questions. Why you should do it, my man?
So, the first thing that I would say why you want to work out is because you feel better. You know,
Okay.
I think it's pretty simple in that one, but I'll make it a little more specific. You know, when you work out, first of all, you release a lot of like your energy and emotions that you have, and then that allows you to like be able to like feel better afterwards. Now, if you get into it physically, obviously your body, your muscles, everything becomes stronger when you do it. But also, it's been noticeable in this that mentally, you're more receptive to learning better. You're more receptive to like understanding your stuff, and you're able to be focused more when you do it. When you work out, you're more focused on your stuff. So that is
sleep people.
yeah, but all those things
No, it adds
follow
up. It adds up.
because you do add up. Another thing is that your energy level you do increase.
Yeah.
You're more. I want to put it more energetic. Like your mood, everything overall, you're more like.
I always look like you're going to the gym. It's like upgrade your phone where the battery just increases size.
That's
I think that's like a good
like that.
a good technical
Yes.
point of mine. It's like the more you go to the gym, the bigger the battery gets.
Yeah,
Because,
like
after I start going to the gym, I noticed that I can work, which my job is very physical demanding, and then I go to the gym and I still get to the house and I start doing stuff.
exactly, and
So
then,
it's like I still can do it
Yeah.
before now.
and when you do that, then you can do other stuff. Like if something needs us lifting something, everything just feels like it's lighter. Somebody doesn't know it, but it's just lighter, and it makes it better. So another thing that people don't really notice it, but it's true, is that in the long run, for health stuff, it's just very fundamental, and very beneficial. So like you're less susceptible to like any like injuries. You're less susceptible to like anything that like could be like complications in your body. So you're more. I'm trying to find the word, but you don't suffer these kind of injuries.
I think it's just your stamina. Since your stamina goes up, you're more adapted to certain movements. I would say because I think that many of the times that a middle-aged man gets injured
Yeah,
is because they did a movement that the body is not used to.
exactly.
They went and they tried to get into a ladder too quickly, and then the knee pop or something like that. And I think if you do the gym and you have a high stamina, your body is kind of like used to that area.
Yeah, so think of it as like this way. Think of it as like if you were going for a walk with your friends, okay? You go for a park, right? So if you have a friend that does not work out, does not do any type of exercise movement, and if you have a friend that does work out, it doesn't have to be like you have to go to the gym and lift weights, but that person could be somebody that just runs on a daily basis. That person runs. That person is more able to withstand if it is a hot temperature, if it is a long run, if it is on the same, and he breathe better. So there's a lot of benefits when it comes to workout, and it helps in the long run for when you get older. When you get older, things are a little bit being more complicated. So it does benefit a lot.
Now, it's amazing. But how do we start? That I think
Yeah.
for me it was always like I have ups and downs with weights. I have gone to 280. When I was in the university, I was in 280. I think you remember that. I was round, completely round. And then I went down to 190, and now I'm 210. So it's like I know what's weight manipulation. And for me, always the problem comes. How do I start?
Yeah. You are fluffy, you are buffy.
Exactly. I'm switching it up. I'm starting to get buffy.
Yeah, that makes a progress. So I think the first thing that I think the first thing that I would say before anything that happens in the gym is just think about it. Why do you want to do it?
Okay.
Like why you want to work out? Like why you want to exercise? And when I say workout, I mean anything. Like, just
Yeah,
think about
it
that.
can be yoga, morning runs, going to the gym, eat the weights. Like it depends.
Just think about it has to have a purpose. So if
Okay.
you want to do it, it has to have a purpose. And once you get into that specific thing you want to do, when you want to break it down, is the easiest way that I can think of is do it 3 times a week. Start slow. Don't overload yourself trying to do 7 days a week, 5 days a week, 6 days a week. If you can do five, awesome. Handle it, go. But I think 3 is a good spot where you can have Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Do your workouts, get your stuff done, and then you can see a little bit of progress. Now, once you get more advanced, you can jump to 5. If you wanna even push it, you can get to 6. You normally wanna have at least one rest day, but try to have that.
I would say like if you get to 6, I highly recommend have the a rest day in the middle.
Yeah.
I think I have seen a lot of people like very buff, and then they tend to suggest that if you're doing 6 workout days, you should have 3 rest, 3 rest, 3 rest, and so on. I think
Exactly.
that's a better structure.
And with that, it just comes the fact that if you're doing whatever the damage you're doing, so you're doing 3 days a week, you want to do it where your workout is at least between an hour to an hour and 30 minutes. If you're doing 5, then you make it shorter. Now you're hitting like about an hour range. If you do 6, keep it within the 45 minutes because some people liked it, but you want to keep it within a certain range.
Yeah, I for sure try to do that.
Now, once you get into that, the next thing you want to do is you want to do machines. I highly recommend you use machines. Why? Because when you use machines, it makes everything easier. Because the machine, what it's gonna do is you're gonna
It restricts your movement.
restrict your movement. Exactly. And it's like think of it as like you're going on a bicycle and you have the little like
Training wheels.
training wheels. Exactly. The training wheels allow you to just begin.
Yes, yes.
So when you do a machine, chances of you getting injured are very
Very
non
good.
to exist. And that allows you to just try to do it. And when you do the machines, not only that, you get to see, okay, so this is the motion. You gotta think about it when you do the machine, think about the motion. So by creating this motion, which then once you get more, expert in this situation, you can start doing free weights. You know? But
Okay.
I recommend not starting with the free weights because there's a lot of possibilities you can get injured. And there's a lot of chances of you coming into an injury when you not even know.
I would say the chest is for me is always the most difficult one on free weights. Like it's the most, I would say that and legs are the two most that I see more people getting injured at the
Yeah.
beginning. They
Yeah.
try to do a squat with 2 plates because they saw a guy doing it, and then
The
I
egomaniacs.
see them in the floor.
Yes. Like the thing, you gotta realize the thing with free weights, it's not. You're not only doing that body. You're not, I mean,
So
you're
you
not.
do your own weight.
Yeah, you're doing your own weight, and not only that. If you let's say you're doing chest, not only you're doing the chest, but you gotta use your shoulders to maintain the balance. You gotta use
Yeah.
your cores and your arms, the forearms,
I don't know.
the elbows.
The elbows, damn. I was gonna say like careful with the elbows, especially when like sometimes, especially like back and chest. Sometimes you can do more weight, and then your arms are not equipped to handle it. Like you can do like a 50-50. Sure, I'm gonna try it, but then your arms start shaking or your elbows start like moving, and that's where the
Yeah.
injuries get.
And with that, it's just coming the fact that no people know, but you tend to have like one part of the body that is stronger than the other.
Yeah,
That
that usually
happens.
depends on what you're right.
With that, the last thing that I would say,
No.
I would say is just just make sure you're doing a full body work. Like don't think of like you wanna go and like I'm gonna hit first, my shoulders and then I'm gonna hit my traps. Just think of it as like you're doing upper body, lower body, and then your core. That if it makes it simple for you, then you can start doing it.
And now, lastly, okay, so we got that it's good. Now we know how to start. And now my problem most of the things in life, how to maintain it. Because that for me is always the biggest like I'm good at starting projects. I'm very bad at keeping projects.
So I would say the first thing that you can do that you doing it right now, I think is really good, is the fact that you want to carry your bag or prepare your bag before you're heading out. So in the case of your friend, you go to you carry the bag already in the car.
Yeah,
So
I leave my house with the bag already.
that simple tip makes a huge difference. You're going there, you already have your bag. So two things happen. One, you're thinking, well, I already have it. I already packed it. I just
And
gotta get to
second,
the gym.
you don't touch the house, because that for me was a killer. Because you start touching the house, you see your bed, the bed calls you, you have an intimate relationship with the bed, and then it's over.
Exactly. You gotta think that it's like you first not used to doing something, so if you want to keep it consistent, you gotta trick a little bit your brain to not have that little space where you're like, oh, I wanna do it, you know. So with that, like just be prepared, carry those things. Now, the other thing that I would suggest is that when you're working out, is that you wanna focus on the days that you rest too. The days that you rest do matter as well as the days you work out. As a matter of fact, both days are equally important. When you work out, go hard, do everything you can. When you rest, you gotta make sure that you're resting. Because, as a matter of fact, when you are actually sleeping, it's proven to know that the better you sleep, the better you're more able to get stronger, and the better you're able to get, like, even in your brain in the workout.
Okay.
So, like, that helps us. You gotta make sure that you're focusing on your rest days and you gotta rest. Now, one thing that I do like that I implemented a few times and it's been helpful for a lot of people is make working out your first task in the morning. Just get up in the morning, wake up early as you can to make sure that you can make it to the gym. And once you make it to the gym, just be there. And then when you do that, that helps. If you make the gym your last task of the day, chances are you're gonna miss one day, two, or even the entire thing, and then you're set back to square one. Okay. So that helps you a lot.
Okay, I'm gonna actually do a jump in here, and then I'm gonna say, comment below at what time does your work start? I'm actually curious to see this, because I've been informed that the norm is like 9 a.m., which for me is already like mid work, because I start super early. So I actually very curious of more or less whether people start working at what time, because that, like, if you work start at 9 a.m., you're just being lazy at this point. You have so much time before work to actually get a workout.
Yes.
Like
You got at least 3 hours.
at least, and that's like
Plenty of time that
like
you can do
that's
workout.
like, okay, you can go to a gym, which most of the gyms open around 6 a.m.
With traffic,
with traffic.
work
You can
out,
go work
and
out
come back,
and come back, take a shower.
and breakfast.
Oh, of course. I mean, I cannot go to a gym without breakfast.
I go without eating.
No, man, you're crazy.
I go
Hell.
without eating. Yeah.
I need like any fuel. Like,
Let us know. Let us know what time you guys usually go to work, and also let us know what time you usually go to work. Like, what time
Yeah,
you prefer
okay.
working out? Because everybody has their own preferences. and that's fine.
something.
We're just giving tips of how to maintain. So the last tip that I want to say, which is I would say more like a hack. It's kind of
Yeah, this
not
is
for
a
everybody.
hack.
This is not for
I
everybody.
will not say this is tip.
So the one thing that I would say is just try to wear clothes that makes you feel good about it. So think of it as like when you go out with your friends or with anybody, you wear clothes that makes you feel good. You feel confident, you feel better about yourself. You want to play the same thing when you do it in the gym. I do it. When I go to the gym, I put clothes that I like. That makes me feel good. That makes me feel that I have seen progress and I can put the effort.
You will
So-
see me like a star home. It's like
That in of itself, for a lot of people, like don't realize that, like a lot of people, there's a lot of people that work out with homeless clothing, and then they don't even realize they're literally getting like gains in the brain. And when they're wearing tighter clothes, whatever they like, they see, wow, I do look better. You know?
And it's like, for me, it's like, I just want something comfy, something that I can move around, and I'm gonna get sweat, so go.
But yeah, I mean, like, just it's a new year, so begin, and then we got some tips for you to start working out.
There you go. Alright, please like, subscribe, let us know. Please let us know at what time you actually work. I'm really curious about that, okay?
Make sure you comment down below, and then we'll see you in the next video.
Thank you guys.
Take care, guys.